And since 11 o'clock, we have been covering this breaking news story from Forsyth Tech's campus. You've heard a lot from student Darius Taylor, who is now, I believe, joining our Maria DeBone on campus. So let's check in with them. Maria.
Hey there, Lindsay. Yeah, we have been hearing from Darius all morning, who was inside the Strickland Center when they got that alert from Forsyth Tech. Darius, can you just, retell us what was going through your mind when you got that tech alert?
Absolutely. The first thing through my mind, as soon as my professor said it, I knew that there's 4 of us in the actual studio right now, but there's 3 on the other side that had no idea what's going on. They can't get to their phones. So the first thing I did was scream into the microphone, "Hey, turn off all the lights, get down, get against the wall." They were scared. They didn't know what was going on. And then I immediately watched my professor and his amazing training go into effect. And I can't tell you how great it felt to see him be as calm as he was. The one thing that I have to say about his bravery is that he made sure to go out and make sure the classroom door was locked. That was something he didn't have to do, but he put his own safety on the line just to make sure that we were safe. And I cannot tell him how amazing it felt to see that, just knowing he took that extra step. And then looking at the fear in my classmates' eyes, looking and thinking to myself, there's high schoolers here. They don't know what's going on. They haven't seen anything like this. So I immediately started to fear. And then I heard footsteps running back and forth outside the classroom, not knowing what was going on, not knowing, is that the shooter? Is this door strong enough to withstand bullets? It's questions like that you don't think about asking until you're in the moment. And then finally, when the police officers came in, the guns on you with the lights flashing on you and trying to identify as quick as possible you don't have a weapon was even scarier. I honestly thought to myself, I'm like, well, they sent out what the suspect looked like, and I'm a black male in a hoodie. First thing was, it was a black male in a hoodie. So I threw my hands up, I threw my phone on the ground. They were great. They instantly knew we were students and got us out of there. There was no waiting. There was no stay here and see what happens. It was instantly, we got to get you guys out. So, I felt safe once we got outside, and I watched as they swept the building, and it was just fear and knowing that, there's younger kids who haven't. I'm 32. I've seen things like this, but they haven't. To be in a situation, in this area where it's not a prominent thing, you hope that doesn't scar them. You hope it doesn't scare them. But honestly, I can't say that I am the same. So I know for them, they're definitely not. But yes, just, the idea of sending a text message to my mom because I was too afraid to call because they're supposed to be as silent as possible. So, sending that text message going, "I'm okay, I'm safe," was scary because no parent wants to see a text. They want to hear your voice. But to know you're putting everyone else at danger, trying to tell your family that you're safe, it's a hard decision to make. And I know everybody in that room had to make that same decision. So yes, it was a lot of ups and a lot of downs today. The ups were I saw our plan in focus. I saw that it worked. Everything went as smooth as possible. And then just the sheer fear and terror of everything. So it was hard day.
Mm-hmm. And Darius, I went through a similar situation like this when I was in high school as well. And the other students I was talking with said they really turned to you for guidance in that moment because you were calm, you knew what to do.
Yes, I have seen a lot of this before. Working in the news, you see it, you internalize it thinking, in this situation, in this scenario, this is what I have to do. I thought of my classmates immediately. I thought to myself, I'm like, they're my priority right now. They got to get out. Then it went back to me. Then it went back to, okay, they're out. I'm safe. It's a good feeling. But just worrying about them getting out was the biggest priority to me. I had 4 people immediately to me, but my biggest fear were the 3 in the other room. They had no idea what was going on. They didn't have their phones. They didn't understand that there's a shooter in effect. All I said was turn off all the lights and get against the wall. Luckily, there were people in there who knew, but yes, it was scary. Seeing the fear and the terror on my professor's face when he had to say active shooter I don't think I can ever erase that. You know, looking around the room and seeing people like, I got to text my wife, I got to text my kids, you know, that is something that you don't think about until the last moment. You know, you don't think about yourself. You think about everybody else around you and people you need to talk to. So that to me was my first thought was, God, I hope that they're safe.
Right. And now you are outside. When we first came to you, you were inside the building calling us. So just talk about the process of the police escorting you outside.
Well, when they put out the actual suspect, the appearance, the first thought is myself and another classmate are both black males wearing hoodies. So my immediately thought, as soon as I see the police, I need to make sure I identify myself as not a threat. You know, I said, phones in pockets, hands up, do not put them down until we get outside into a safe area. So we walked out with our hands up. We made sure that we are not threats. We complied with everything the officer said. To their brilliance, they made us feel very calm. They weren't yelling and screaming. It was a very calm situation of, okay guys, follow me. All right, we're gonna go out this door, and as soon as we get out there, get into the parking lot and just stay away from the building. You know, and I've met people so far who just dropped off their kids into the building. You know, parents hadn't even left campus when they heard the alert come out. They immediately turned around. It's like, what do we do? You know, we all have to wait out here and see what happens. So just the fear in parents' eyes, the fear in, you know, someone who's a student whose wife works here. Just him, he's just like, yeah, I'm going in there. And you got to say, no. It's like, my wife's in there. I got to go. You can't do that. But like, it's just that fight or flight response, you don't expect it. And so when you see it in other people, it's just heartbreaking.
Right. And now that you're outside and they said the, you know, active shooter alert is, you know, it's no more, we're not seeing an active shooter, but they are doing an investigation. You know, what are you feeling now that that is kind of over, but now we're kind of just learning more as we go?
It's the biggest sigh of relief I have. Just knowing, you know, the young kids got out, you know, the parents now have understanding that their child is no longer in danger. The first thing I thought of is this shouldn't happen again. We got to figure out a way to stop this from happening. You know, this time, at least to my knowledge, I haven't seen any injuries, but next time it could be worse. It could be way worse. So we need to be a part of the bigger picture now. We need to have a long talk in our community about getting guns off the streets. And just that was my immediate thing. As soon as they said that, you know, we are safe, I immediately thought, well, this can't happen again. It's got to be something we can do.
Well, I thank you, Darius, for talking with us and talking with us all morning. We're going to throw it back to the studio right now, but thank you, Darius, and I'm so glad you're safe and your classmates are safe as well. Back to you.